Defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Buying time to his left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now this defense for the Lions, they were terrific.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Tight down. There you go. Mike 13. He's coming. Check him.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
54. Man, that's trash. Hey, tell. Switch.
Now it's Goff. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll be out right at the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He'll get this off to Swift.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Robert Foster, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. It's just a gain of a couple there. the scramble, and now it's third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike's 13.
Throwing is Hurts. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here's the Eagles' new punter for 2021, Aaron Sipos, to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight.
From the end zone, Goff.
4 down.
He gets this out to Foster on the right side. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Flush to his right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Goff. He'll let it go deep for Foster. It got his man complete.
Nothing. I like it.
Touchdown, Detroit. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 20 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Eagles on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Deshaun Hand in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of... And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Play action. It's Goff. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is...
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn a little... how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Going up top. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Goff on first down. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best design plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Seibert on for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Lions 28, Eagles 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd down and goal. Goff. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
They're going to need some therapy after this. He's coming. DC. We got double up.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Airing it out deep for Smith. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arms got plenty of life to it. And that was a thing of beauty there.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Super one. Play that.
11. Turbo set.
A final shot before break here. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
He's airing it out for Williams. Inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyrell Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments.
Hurts fumbles it. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Sanders a first down, still going. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he wisely will throw that one away. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Off play action. Here's Goff. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Here's a diving catch right side. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Check.
Now Goff. He'll find Williams on the slant. Touchdown! Tyrell Williams. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the two-point conversion.
You ain't going to go. 76. 70.
Goff looking to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. Two-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Eagles 10. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 21 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They go play action with Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
Get in the weight room.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Getting them home.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Now it's Goff. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Super one.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense, that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
The Eagles on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. On the move to his left. Forced out to his left. Hurts fumbles it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it now.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away?
And now here is another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Interception.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Tighten up, tighten up.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Mike's 13, Mike's 13. He's coming, he's coming. Check him.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Smash, smash. 13, Mike. Check. Hey, man. Watch the booth, watch the booth.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Switch.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 74 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
55. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Deuce.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, they scared.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. A give running left. It's Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Mistake after the interception there, and gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Goff going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Throwing again is Goff.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Let's bring it.
Throwing now, Goff. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
Let's go. Let's go. Good job. Good job. Run them out, baby. You're like a freight train.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not